So my name is Elliot Williamson, and I am the founder and current CEO of Ferrum Forge Works. We are a small, two-man knife company in San Diego, California. I actually started my journey into knife making as an academic pursuit. I was doing some research for a paper when I was at UCSD, and it required me to learn about metallurgy. And I am the kind of guy who has carried a knife since he was about 4 years old, thanks to my grandpa. He came from the generation that always had a pocket knife. And so he passed that on to not only myself, but my business partner and brother. And those two interests sort of collided, the academic and then the very visceral drive to have pocket knives. And I said, you know what, if people have been making knives for millennia, I can probably do it in the 21st century in my garage. And so I actually created a rudimentary forge and started banging out pieces of hot metal. And they were atrocious. Quite atrocious. But I kept doing it because it was interesting, it was fun, and it became a hobby. And then eventually people started asking to buy them, which I thought was insane at the time. And then it sort of became a little self-sustaining hobby. And then I found that I was devoting almost all of my spare time to making knives. And I said, you know what? I'm going to start trying to make folding knives. So in 2011, I made my first folding knife, and it was horrible. But I kept going, and I kept learning, kept researching. I taught myself a lot more about material science, physics, and engineering. Once I have a two-dimensional CAD render with some of the engineering in terms of how the blade is going to rotate in and out of the handle, then I take that and I turn it into three-dimensional CAD, where I'm actually constructing every single component in 3D in a computer. And this also allows me to see if it's going to work, and then it allows me to play with the sort of patterning and stuff that we do on a handle, and if it would be interesting or not. My brother and I often ask ourselves why we do this. We're not rolling in the dough here at Ferrum Forge. We spend a lot of money to make the products that we make. We have gone through lots and lots of challenges to just be where we are now, where we have a functional company. One of the reasons that we keep going is because we do like being entrepreneurs. We do like working for ourselves. There's a really nice feeling that you get when you create a product and people like it and people want to use it and carry it. And you can look to something tangible and say, I made that with my hands and my mind. There's a level of agency that we have that is uncommon in a lot of people's careers. And so that's it's intoxicating to have that level of control. People tend to think when you own your own business that you get to do whatever you want and you can come to work whenever you want. And while that is true to a point, our destiny is in our own hands. And so we are intrinsically driven to continue coming to work and be here at certain times and be productive throughout the day. But we keep coming back every day, and we keep doing it because there's intrinsically satisfying things, and we hope that we can make Ferrum Forge Works a real business and make it profitable and support our families with it.